I want to show you how I use my Chinese Mulan fans and their staves to make fan veils, and how I dye the Chinese Mulan fans in different colors. The first thing I'm going to show you is a fan that I have dyed. I've dyed the blades. I've dyed the blades and the fabric using tumble dye, which I will show you in a minute. This fan started out as one of the Chinese Mulan fans, one that's pink, but it has a lot of white in it, and not everyone necessarily wants white on their fans. So I dyed this one with magenta tumble dry so that it is a different look entirely. I dyed the blades as well as the fabric, and I may keep it that way and use them that way. But I also may, the way I'm doing with these, I may dye it and then remove the existing silk fabric. I will tell you in a minute how I dyed everything. But when I have dyed it, if I want to add my own silk to the fan staves and remove this fabric that it comes with, it's very easy to do. You just run your fingers along carefully each blade, and you can remove the fabric, and you're left with the blades. The part that you see that looks white now, that part will be covered with your silk. So here's how you would go about doing that. And I dye these. These started off as yellow, by the way. Here's the yellow set, and of course you can see all the white that's in there. Well, I have a silk veil that I want to make into a set of fan veils, and it's yellow and red. I didn't want this to be white, so I dyed it. And you will see that both of mine are slightly different, which is fine with me, especially since I'm going to be removing. And this is what I'm going to do when I remove the existing fabric. I will cut my veil in half. I will cut this veil in half. It's actually, this one is a 4-yard veil, but it's too wide for a fan veil, so I'll have to trim the sides, one side only, and make my semicircle and then glue it onto my acrylic fan staves. So that's why I dyed this. And on these, I will be just using the blades. Now here's how I dyed all of them. I used tumble dye. And tumble dye, the last part of it is spelled D-Y-E. Tumble dye is available online, but I bought it at my Hobby Lobby. And online they list other stores that carry this brand. And unlike most dyes, it is pre-mixed. You do need to shake it vigorously before you spray it. And it's a pump spray, it's not aerosol. And of course, when they say tumble dye, they mean in the dryer, and you cannot put these blades in the dryer. So what I have done is I take a plastic shower curtain liner and lay it out on my deck. I'm in Texas, so that it's pretty hot still. And I sprayed them out there. I sprayed one side and let it stay in the sun for 4 to 5 hours. Then I flipped this over because I wanted to do the other side, which will partly be covered by the silk fabric, but part of it will not be. And what I did was I let it sit again for 4 or 5 hours. And then I can remove the fabric and glue the silk fabric on there. Let me show you an example of what I have done in 2 different ways, slightly different ways. In this fan veil, which is silk fabric, in this one I have kept the original fan, but I did dye the original fan and kept it on. It does affect the motion a little bit. It's not quite as soft a look as if you had just the silk. but very nice. And it kind of gives it a very different look too. The action is slightly different. Now, most of the time, I remove the existing Chinese fans fabric and dye the blades with the tumble dye, and then, keeping this open with masking tape, I glue on my own silk veil, half of a veil. Usually I have a 3-yard veil, and I want you to see they open and close very easily. And these acrylic blades from those Chinese fans are the sturdiest of sturdier than those that are already colored. Anyway, these are very sturdy, and as you can see, they work really well as far as opening and closing. And there is a right and left hand to them, so it makes it easy to use. And if you have any questions about I forgot to mention, if you don't have nice hot sun the way we have here in Texas, you can use a hair dryer on the highest setting. Just be careful. I don't think it would ever get so hot that you could melt these unless you actually put your hands on, touch the blades themselves. Tumble dry comes in lots of colors. I've made some that I've turned out purple and red, and orange and pink, all sorts of colors. So I think if you want to buy some of my Chinese fans, you can go to my website, www.belladee.com, and if you have any questions, please email me. I have 2 emails, Meleea@belladee.com and Meleea1@gmail.com. But feel free to ask me any questions, and I will try to help you. Thanks.